about the All India Peace and Solidarity Organization. I've heard it's the largest pro-peace in India, right?
Yeah, it's a very large body of peace activists. It really was much more effective in the period where there was an international peace and solidarity movement. But now that there is, in that sense, the peace movement internationally is relatively more weak. You have anti-war movements in different places, the solidarity movements are not international, they're more country or region specific. Peace and solidarity organization really needs to, in that sense, become much more effective, particularly with respect to issues like Palestine, issues like war in Iraq, now in Libya and Afghanistan, which are more imperialist wars than just, local or civil wars.
Yeah,
basically the more imperialist wars. So I think the Peace and Solidarity Organization really has to also reinvent itself in terms of what the new international solidarity organization should be on the issue of war and peace. So though I would say yes, we are a large peace organization, I think this international dimension is relatively weak today.
And in the context of Rio Plus 20, how to bring what you do there in India and everything to here and to build it up, to build Rio Plus 20.
I believe that issues of climate change, issues of biotechnology, issues of what kind of civilization we want, has to centrally also address the question how we are going to use knowledge for the benefit of humankind. And I don't think this issue is sort of as central today in the movement against globalization, against neoliberal economics as it should be. We seem to identify science and technology more with capitalism. And,
as enemies, right?
As if it's a part of the enemy, without realizing that the ancient farmer is the greatest innovator on earth in terms of biotechnology.
Yeah.
So I think we are sort of giving up very easily the common heritage of humankind, which is knowledge. And I don't think knowledge is something we can afford to give up to the quote-unquote the enemy class. So if we are talking about the capitalist class having hegemony of the world's resources, we cannot also grant simultaneously the hegemony of the world's knowledge and expect to be able to fight the hegemony of the resources. So I think in some sense the alternative movement for alternative globalization in that sense has to fight to reclaim the natural resources of the world, but also reclaim knowledge as its right, not the monopoly of the bourgeoisie. And I think that's something which is very central to what the People's Science Movement also believes in. That science and in that sense knowledge belongs to the commons. It does not belong as a monopoly of a certain class.
Yeah, all right.
To be very simply put, I don't think we can solve the world's problems.